They say there's knowledge and experience. I've listened to a lot and learned a lot in reading. I'm trying to apply some and see what it feels like. This is my Celeste, and it came as a bush. I cut off two branches that had grown pretty long. I bought it from a big box store, and it great big root system, excited about it. But I didn't know how I wanted to prune it, so I made the decision, and I've gone ahead and pruned it, and I cut these two, and I'm bringing these four up and then spreading them out to try and get that bowl look, that nice wide canopy. So gonna see how it goes. I haven't really seen much growth this year. I think it's probably because I've up potted it, but I've got four main pieces. This one breaks off into three here. This guy's got three as well. So I don't know if I'm gonna pinch it for a shaping matter, or if I'm just gonna let them go, because I took off a decent amount of the canopy and I don't want to throw it off its game. So we're gonna see how that goes. What I did do is I'm gonna take you over to my cuttings now and show what I'm hoping to achieve. So those cuttings here, we can see I've got them in the shade. These are these two. And I removed all but one leaf, and I figure the leaf will be a good tell. I'm sure it'll drop eventually, but I'm hoping it'll stay on for a bit and be an indicator that it's doing okay. No roots. I collared it and put rooting hormone on it. I also did my 60% sphagnum peat moss and 40% perlite to get that drainage, but I want to have a good amount of organic mixture so that I can get that biome going. I do my fish water. I use my kids' fish tank's water that I change once a week to inject some microorganisms into the soil and get it alive, because it's like, well, I can buy stuff with from the store that's pre-mixed, but it's just like, what's alive in that soil? I don't think there's any living microorganisms in that soil. I think it's all just yeah, see here we can see this leaf's paper, it's curling. This leaf's curling. I was tempted to put it in the shade, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to gain experience here and learn. So they're all collared on the bottom. I put a lot of the powder rooting hormone on them, and then put them in there pretty deep, so hopefully they'll gain good light. This spot in my yard only gets light for maybe 4 hours, so I'm hoping a little bit of light will be good for the plant overall, but at the same time it's not going to get so much light as much as the full sun Celeste that's out there. So that's what I got going on with my Celeste. I wanted to shape it a little bit, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to try and experiment, put these in, see how it goes. I did also do some shaping pruning on my Chicago Hardy, and it's, you may have seen it, I did the air gapping, and the air gapping from the Chicago Hardy went fantastic. I'm tempted to put those into the full sun here soon, but I tried it the other day, and they started curling, you can see. So I put the Chicago Hardy air gap cuttings back in the shade for now. Removed a good amount of the leaves to try and prevent the root system from getting dried out, but I also left a good amount of leaves because I'm hoping it'll contribute to the roots, the plant's health, and get that photosynthesis and get that chow to the plant. That's the two Chicago Hardy cuttings. And lastly, you may remember that my Olympian I got from the store was killed with rust, dying, not dead, with rust. So I took it back, and whenever I took it back to the store, they said, hey, yeah, we just throw these away. So I asked, well, can I just keep a piece of it? And here you can see that piece, it did root. It was not an air gap. It was just, I snapped it off, brought it home, trimmed it up a little bit. Here you can see, this is that part where that insect bored. And so it died all the way, and it was then eventually, I believe, killed the tree. So that literally, that's pretty cool. That'll be a cool little story. I'm gonna seal that eventually. As folks online have recommended. But here you can see that it's looking great. It's got this growth happening. That's brand new growth since it was cut. So it's looking really good. I'm just gonna try and keep it wet but not soggy, so that you can keep that oxygen in there. Again, watering it with that fish tank water. I did an experiment with pothos plant, and the pothos plant in regular water as well as the fish tank water, and the pothos did not grow any roots in the regular water, and it grew plentiful roots in the fish aquarium water. So FYI, just that's an experience that I had. Then here is the other cutting. This is the top of the plant while I was gone on vacation. Unfortunately, the heat mat I had it on must have dried it out, but it's got a little bit of green to it. I'm not giving up on it yet, but it feels pretty dense and hollow. So I imagine it's not going to work out. I don't see any roots. Don't see any roots here, but it all matters here. So we'll see if it comes back. That's the other piece of the Olympian. Hope someone enjoys it. Happy gardening.